And hello, everyone. Welcome back to FPL Frontline Prediction League in the trenches. Frontline Prediction League is the YouTube channel. You can like, favorite, subscribe. It is Frontline League over on X, on Twitter, and Frontline Prediction League with underscores, blah, 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 between the words, haha, on Instagram. It's too hot. I'm your co-host, Scott. Joining me on this hot day is BeerMe. How are you doing, BeerMe?
I'm hot, but other than that, I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself, Scott?
Hot. 31 degrees today, 2 days in a row. It was 19 degrees overnight.
Mm,
20, I think. I was looking it up. 20, something like 53, maybe. I don't know. Um, 20 is like a nice, decently hot summer day. That's not what it should be like when you're trying to sleep. It's too hot. It's too damn hot. It's too hot. My dog is laying on the floor over there. It's too hot. It's too hot. She doesn't want to be on the carpet or upstairs. It's too hot. But crazy thing here in Canada, we only get that for like a week or two, and it's over. So that means it'll be over soon, and then here comes fall. So yeah, that's Canada. Whoa. How about you down your way? It's hotter longer, right? Like I know CT. I think he said
oh
he's out
yeah.
in California. I got 31. I think he said like 35 or 37, his equivalent right now, which is stupid hot. Like no. What have you got?
It's okay. So right now it's 81, but so it's cooled off.
Mhm.
But yeah, August is usually our hottest month. So
It might actually be 29
yeah.
right now. Let me double check. Do 29 feels like 31. So yeah, there you go. No,
Yep.
it's still hot. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, it's thankfully this is gonna be a quick episode where we can just do it and get out and relax in the heat. I don't know. It's too hot. Thankfully nothing much to think about because we got SummerSlam this weekend. It is get ready for this time. It's 7 o'clock Eastern with a 3 hour pre-show. 3 hours. The show is probably going to be like 3.5 or 4. Um, there's no reason for it to be 3 hours. That's a different discussion. We're not going to go into it too much here, but like
Right.
we went on about how crazy the 2 hour pre-show is for 5 matches on the smaller PLEs. I say smaller, but like the 5 match card. This one has 7, I think. You don't need 2 hours to build 5 matches or 7 matches. You don't need 3 hours to build 7 matches. Like, no, that no. And I think Jimashi, he's going to it. SummerSlam. He said the doors don't even open until a half hour after the pre-show starts. So it's just TV. And yeah, they're apparently competing with Collision because Collision's on early. Blah 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 blah. It's dirty pool. They're doing whatever they're doing. It does need to be 3 hours. It does not need to be that. Like I don't. You could tell the entire story of the bloodline. It does not need to be 3 hours. So that said, it looks like an awesome show. I'm hyped for it. It looks great. Every match looks awesome. DIY's gotten robbed, as has Miz, and like those title matches and Miz should have matches on SummerSlam. I feel Jey Uso and Dom should be a SummerSlam match. Like, come on, or put them on the kickoff. Like, if you're gonna do 3 hours, you got time. It sucks. I don't like it. You never know. There's been talk stuff might change. SmackDown's tomorrow night. That's a different story.
Right.
But we will get into a little bit in case things change to keep that in mind because the picks page is out. The stuff is ready. But all that said, the deadline. The deadline. So it's 7 o'clock with a 3 pre-show. 4 o'clock Eastern is the pre-show start, meaning 3 p.m. Eastern is your deadline for picks on Saturday. 3 p.m. Saturday Eastern.
That's wild.
That doesn't make any sense. Like, no. No, that interferes with things so much so that like I'm normally doing stuff. I'm probably out Saturday. I'll be able to do that, do the final booking, get stuff done, and then go about other stuff I was gonna do before I head out. That's how early that is. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's insane. So 3 p.m. Eastern. Keep that in mind. The picks page is out. There it is, right there. We'll talk about that. Like I said, it might seem like I'm stalling because we got a short show. It's hot and we're kind of like what? Why is it so early? It just is. Like it's so much so that I'm noticing that that's not quite centered. It's bugging me a little bit. I want to move that a little bit. Yeah, there we go. We do have most titles defended here at the FPL on the line. Let's go into it, Bear, because here's our match card. And keep an eye out for a hype video that is already done. I love having a new computer for that. It's already done. It will be out on Saturday. Actually, we might do it early. I know in it says, tune in tonight for SummerSlam. With that pre-show being so early, we might drop it Friday. I don't know. At this point, it's kind of nuts. But we'll see. It'll probably be noon on Saturday. You'll see it. But the World Championship. Final chance for Cesar Bianco versus the World Champion James Blake. Who's your pick? I think Blake is going to win it. Finally. I think it's happening. What do you think?
Daisy. No, but I'm going to pick James Blake.
It's either way, it's an outcome that's never happened. Blake has never beaten Bianco, but Bianco has never beat him for the title. He did beat him. I say this is the lore. He beat him WrestleMania weekend. That's how far back this goes. When he was American champion and Blake was the world champ, Bianco beat Blake. In that historic case where like the American or Canadian champ normally beats the world champ, except for Blake, well, Bianco put it back that way. And then Blake got cashed in on, recaptured his title at Mania. Bianco lost his American title at Mania, but then moved his way up to earn world title shots and went to a no contest twice with Blake. So Blake has never defeated Bianco, but he's retained. But Bianco has beaten him, but never for the belt. I love the logistics and story behind all that. It can go either way. I think Bianco's going to take it. Do I think Blake will be a 4-time champion down the road? Absolutely. Like this man is going to be our John Cena or Ric Flair and keep going. Like it's not going to be over. He's going to reclaim that someday. It might not be till next Mania for all we know, but I think Bianco's going to take it here at SummerSlam.
I think James Blake is going to win it, but I think there's going to be a cash in, so I don't think he will end up
Daisy Noel
leaving.
has the money in the bank briefcase. Yep, that is true.
Yeah.
I mean,
so
cash
fans
in
will
afterwards, cash in during, make it a triple threat.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah.
That's also possible. And I got to feel like if Daisy does cash in, she's winning. So we might have a 5-minute reign. We'll see. So you think Blake is retaining with the Daisy cash in? I don't think we're gonna have a cash in quite yet. I think it might wait, but it wouldn't surprise me.
Right.
But
hey, hottest pay-per-view of the year.
It is.
Hottest party of the year.
It is. Well, we also have the Continental Tag Titles. It is the Call of the Mountains defending against Diamond Syndicate. I do think RGX and Orstella are going to take that. Sheriff Dog and Harper are going to drop these belts. I think they're hot potatoing a little bit right now, and that's not a bad thing. I know many people don't like that. And I say I've been saying that for 4 years, back to Bomber days. He hated that. I think it's a sign that the division has multiple people worthy of being champion. He always thought it was that a dominant champion's better, and I get that. Many people do. People like that. Like Roman Reigns had the world title for 4 years, and the other title bounced around a lot. That doesn't mean that the world title was inferior. Like it just meant that many people were worthy of it. Yeah, the tag division has had its ups and downs, but I do think we're at a strong point still, and I think Diamond Syndicate will prove that they can take that. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Call wins. Are you going with the Call though, right? Because it's your favorite tag team name. Diamond Syndicate's good though. I know you like it. So.
Yeah, I do like the name. I'm going to predict that the Call of the Mountains retain.
Okay. We're split so far. Let's keep going. We're probably going to be agreed on this one. Watson rules, Canadian title, Cam Popplestone defending against X. I think we're both picking Cam on this one, right? No offense, X, but Cam is on his way to becoming the greatest Canadian champion, I think.
I am gonna go with Cam because he just keeps winning, and I said I wouldn't pick against Cam, so we keep going. Yep.
Well, how about the American title? This title's near and dear to you, and you would have been in this match if not for Hawk taking it in Toronto. But CJ Hawk is defending in Ultimate X against the Goose, CM Carlito, and Pushino. Will the Goose take flight? I think yes, but I think this title is also going to hot potato for a little bit because you didn't have it that long either. Let's be honest; it has bounced a bit since you dropped it. So.
Yeah, I had one reign one defense.
It's bounced a bit. Again, not a bad thing. A lot of people are worthy of the belt. So I think it might bounce a bit more, personally. I think Goose might take it.
Yeah, give me the Goose.
We just call for Goose every now and then, so yeah.
Yeah.
Remember, 50% chance a bird wins. There's your bets. There's your bets. 2024 FPL Olympic Challenge Finals. And it's a funny thing because technically Olympics is a branding, so you're not supposed to actually say that. It's blah, 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 whatever. there was a Smosh video that I couldn't say Olympic because of copyright. We're not. This is non for profit. There's no. So we're fine. Eli versus Mac and Cheese. I think Eli's going to take it. I think he's been calling his shot for a while, and I think he's going to win this one. I do.
I love the name Mac and Cheese. I love Mac and Cheese.
He's also Canadian.
But yeah, and he's also Canadian. So
I want him to win, but I think Eli is.
I'm going to pick Eli. Yeah, I know. I think Eli's going to win it.
All right, BeerMe, and it has been made official. The challenge was laid out. The challenge was reciprocated back, and we do have a stadium hockey fight hardcore match. It is all 4 members of FBU, that is you, the GMSG, Bastion, and Broken Nerd, versus Team Canada, which is the Strays, Michael Marsh, and Supreme Rock, and the Outsiders, myself and Lee, teaming together for the first time, I think, in 3 years, maybe 2. I mean, I'm going to pick my team, you're going to pick yours.
Yeah.
We could just move on. Statistically speaking, I should not pick my team because that's GMSG over there. I've never I no. So but it's in Cleveland. We're the bad guys this time. So this should be a fun one. I'm already excited writing parts of it. There's been some cool stuff put forward, and I have some cool ideas, and it's going to be a hell of a lot of fun. Obviously, we're biased, so pick who you want. If your betting odds are in there, one person on one team has beaten a person on the other side 16 times. I'll leave it at that. Or at least has made sure that the one side has lost 16 times when the other person is involved. Not even against, but sometimes teaming with. One person has never won in the other, aside from Rebellion last year. But I didn't beat GMSG, and it pissed me off. So, and the 4-way, but I digress. Oh, hi, Miley. Miley has come to say hi. She is a black dog who hates this heat. It's way too hot. Hi, sweetie. Yep. I'll check your water in a second. We'll be quick. All right. Is CT going to slide? It's the reaction, CT and Luke Gray, versus Black Sacrament, which I apologize. I didn't say that name in the hype video. They're part of Black Dragon Empire. It's Kier 1 and Jason Blades. Black Sacrament is another badass name. I think the reaction is going to win this. How about you? Do you have BDE?
Yeah, give me the Black Sacrament.
You want the Black Sacrament? You want that BDE?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. I'm biased on this one. JJ Rocky versus Redhead 12. I'm picking my girl Red. Red has been on a tear, though, so that's another reason why. But JJ is also brutal and very good. Who do you got? JJ or Red?
JJ.
Yeah, you would. I'm kidding. The MBPA. Dion Blade and Alexander McKennedy, who's come oh so close to that world title many, many times, versus former world champ James Costner and Dedrick Cyrus. I normally don't bet against Costner, so I'm kind of leaning that way, but MBPA, it's hard to bet against them. So I'm kind of leaning towards MBPA at this point. Who you got?
Yeah, MBPA.
MBPA? All right. And the person who BeerMe thinks will be world champion by the end of the night, Daisy Noel. I keep saying Noel. I realize that. It's Noel. I should be saying Noel. And I actually re-recorded the hype videos for Mania and Clash and SummerSlam, I think, to make sure I said Noel. There was no voiceover for Clash. Forgive me. If anyone can verify how it's actually said, I'd appreciate that. Because I don't want to be like, and it's world champion Daisy Noel, and I got it wrong. Daisy Noel versus Rate Wrestle. BeerMe, you're kind of thinking this one doesn't matter because she's going to cash in by the end of the night. I do think Daisy's going to win because Daisy is like 13-2 or something, and it's like title matches with no contests or like the non-victories. So Daisy wins everything. I'm picking Daisy.
Same.
But the Butcher of Tokyo.
I love that name.
It's so good, but yeah.
Yeah.
We got the Round Table versus Stone Collective 2.0. So the European champion, obviously the one title not being defended. It is Captain Krulix Blackwell and Static with Hiroshin Moses and Ralantendo teaming against RGX's boys. We got Jackson Myrtle, Jeffrey Warhol, Billy Grayson, and Hayden Fiore. I kind of like Stone's side on that, but the Round Table, we don't pick it against Krulix often, or Hero, or Ralantendo, so I think I got to a Round Table just based on who's on that team. because I normally pick them. And if it was one-on-ones, I'd probably be picking those guys for most of it. So I said I'd left Static out. I feel so bad on that. I don't mean it that way. Sorry, Static. I don't mean it negative like that. It sounds negative. It sounds so bad. But no, like like Roundtendo and Hero especially, and Krulix is the Euro champ. Static, you were as well. Maybe go get it off of Krulix. I don't know. Friendly competition next time. I don't know. Maybe we'll see. Roundtable's my pick though.
I'm gonna go with that as well.
My dog is being all smiley, but that just means she's panting crazy at me. So yes, I know it's hot. It's hot, sweetie. Hunter Williams 1-on-1 with Smooth Rock. I don't bet against Smooth Rock often. I know Hunter. I know, but I gotta go Smooth Rock on this one.
I think I was originally gonna go with Hunter, but I'm gonna go with Smooth Rock as well.
Okay. Last man standing death match. We announced this one last week. It was Atlas Kiyama versus Will Colt. I'm leaning toward Atlas on this one, but Will being the newcomer, I kind of like the odds there, but I'm going to go with Atlas on this one when it really comes down to it. How about you?
Atlas has been on a roll, so keep it going.
Bane the Bissa 1-on-1 with Halcyon. Halcyon had some strong showings earlier in the year, slipped a little bit, and Bane has been, lost in the comeback against CT, but has been a forceful presence as well. I'm kind of leaning Halcyon on this one, just based on that.
Yeah, I am too.
Okay. How about Pain versus Woe? I don't bet against Pain often, and that's not going to change here, I don't think.
I'm going to go with Woe.
With Woe, okay. And then we've got Go Right, Izzy Kismet, Salem, and Lucifer. And I feel like I'm forgetting something on Salem's name, but I don't think so.
Salem Penn.
Salem Penn, thank you. I knew Lucifer was Lucifer, but I couldn't remember Salem Penn. It's 4 newcomers. I know Lucifer's had a match or two, but I think Go has as well. But these are 4 newcomers in a 4-way, which is a traditional thing we do, and it's fun to have brand new newcomers. So this is a fun one. I'm going with the Dijak Lucifer. How about you?
I'll go with Salem Penn.
Salem Penn? Mm-hmm. All right. Now, we do have matches on the kickoff show that have been announced. The Arbiter versus Eddie Chairshot Wood in a steel chair hardcore match. I'm picking Chairshot in the chair match, and I think you are as well. It's Arbiter, though, but...
Yeah, I am too.
Okay. The Light of the Cult, Danny Delight Jordison, and Kurt Cult, which is missing both a quote mark and a bracket to close it. Sorry, guys. You'll notice that in the edit later. Versus Matt Zion and Rab. This is how we proofread stuff sometimes. I don't bet against Matt and Rab. They're winning.
Light of the Cult.
I figured. We got Mark Steele versus Mr. Glee. I think I'm going with Glee. Though Mark Steele, again, newcomer. Good name.
You mean lead singer Mark Steele.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We'll rapid fire these. You got Mark Steele. How about El Cid versus Chappers? I'm going El Cid.
Chappers.
Oh, okay. 3J Platinum versus Nayara. I got Nayara.
3J.
And Junction versus Jut Jut.
Junction.
Okay. I think Junction too. Now, there's question marks on that one because there will be more, obviously, as we go. If you are not mentioned in this, for anybody new that doesn't know quite how this works yet, put picks in anyway. You will have a match. So just because you're not booked doesn't mean anything. You'll have a match if you put your picks in, and that is on this page here. So when you put your picks in, you have your confidence points. There are 7 matches on the card as we put this up. So if they add stuff on SmackDown, we don't add it. It will affect bonuses, of course, if there's like, we're leaving blood on the main show. And they add Jey Uso versus Dominic Mysterio in a first blood match. There's an easy answer. Say yes. Right? Because it's before the deadline, 3 o'clock on Saturday. You understand that? But there won't be a points match for Dom versus Jey. So there you go. Now, if something changes, like say the craziness of Logan Paul versus LA Knight changes, and for some reason they add Kevin Owens to it. Again, I'm just throwing stuff out there. That match is thrown out if it's before 3 o'clock Saturday. It's just gone. And we will ascend or descend everything down. So if you had 3 points on that, whatever your 4-pointer is becomes your 3-pointer. Your 5 becomes your 4. Your 6 becomes your 5, etc. So now whatever your top one was, your 7 becomes your 6. And that's the most. Anybody who puts picks in after that will have only 6 choices. And the match will be gone. If any of this happens after the deadline, 3 o'clock on Saturday, Eastern Time. Say that match changes, like a participant changes, or they pull someone out, like it's no longer Logan Paul, it's Braun Breaker. I don't know, I'm just saying, Braun Breaker versus Kevin Owens now instead, or like, Braun Breaker versus Kevin Owens because Sammy's hurt. That's now he's defending in his honor. Your picks aren't your Logan Paul or your Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker picks don't apply to Sammy or KO versus. Horrible explanation, forgive me. Let me start this over briefly. If it's Sammy versus Braun, and something happens and Sammy is pulled and KO takes his place, still for the IC title, he's defending on his behalf, and you put your picks in thinking Braun's going to win, he beats Kevin Owens, doesn't matter. We did not predict KO versus Braun. We predict Sammy versus Braun. I've seen other places that do that. We don't do that. Like this is the match. Now, things can change. Say they make Solo versus Cody Tribal Combat or Bloodline Rules. Still the match. We're not throwing it. We're not changing it. Is it a stipulation? Say you already put your picks in. You don't want to change it up. You can change your picks. You can resubmit. You could reach out to one of us as well. I don't recommend. I recommend submitting new picks. I mean, the guys will tell you in the main stuff. CT will probably post something. Please do this. Because GMSG is not going to be around. He's at SummerSlam. I know I'm going to be there for parts of it. I know some of us are busy, so you can change your picks. If you're thinking, you know what, now it's Bloodline Rules, maybe Cody retains. Or maybe Solo wins after all with help. Keep that in mind. The match will still be there if the participants are still there. So keep that all in mind. That's what I meant before about stuff, because there's been rumors of changes, even though it's just a matter of, there's no stipulations. I wonder if there will be. We'll find out on SmackDown tomorrow night. Right now, 7 matches, 3 o'clock deadline. You put your picks in. Have fun with it. We are looking forward to it. It should be a hell of a lot of fun. And BeerMe, that's it. I've talked for 20 minutes, and I think we're done. I'm excited for this show. It should be a lot of fun. I'm excited to see what happens with our stuff. I'm excited to see if I can beat GMSG in Cleveland. I haven't won since like the weekend after Mania, so I have zero confidence. I got to be honest. So we'll see what happens. But how about you? Are you feeling excited for this?
Yeah, 100%. Should be a great show, both FPL wise and WWE wise. So
yes. We'll leave it at that. Again, this is Frontline League on Twitter, on X. Frontline Prediction League with underscores between the words over on Instagram, and Frontline Prediction League here on YouTube where you're watching it right now. Please like, favorite, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Keep an eye out, like I said, for a hype video coming soon on Saturday, probably. And as well, get your picks in. The picks page is right there. You can go to the links down below or through all the different stuff. That gets you to our Discord, which has the picks page. It has the booking page I was just showing earlier. It has our crazy active character chat, which has been going like nuts. There's Impact discussion right now in live event. There's general chat with stuff going on in there. There's a movies chat. There's a music chat, which is the same one. There's a gaming one as well. There's a lot of stuff in there, a lot of discussion going on. We're pretty happy with it. It's awesome. We like it. And, of course, live event's going to be nuts with people in voice chat on Saturday as well. Obviously, GMSG won't. He'll be there. And I might not be because I'm normally busy Saturdays, which really sucks when they have Saturday shows, including Survivor Series in Vancouver. We're going back to Canada, BeerMe. We're going to Vancouver. We've never been to Vancouver. The last one was like in the 90s for WWE, and I think WCW did one in 2000. And I think Raw was there like 2 years ago, or SmackDown. So, yeah, Vancouver's going to be fun out in BC. I'm looking forward to it. We got a War Games. I've been in War Games all the time. I don't want to do a War Games. We'll see what happens there. We have unfinished business, BeerMe, me and you. We got Bound for Glory probably coming up. We'll see what we do there. Yeah. We got to sort things out, right? Yeah. Again, guys, I've rambled. Clearly, I'm delirious. I'm sweating sitting here with a fan blowing on me. It's so damn hot. So it is the biggest party of the summer. Beat the heat, all those fun slogans. It is FPL. I got to kind of close it out again. FPL, Frontline Prediction League, Frontline League. Check it out on all the stuff. You'll find it there nice and easy. Check out Top of the Card Pod as well, where you get podcasts for actual wrestling talk. And stay tuned for this Saturday, 3 o'clock Eastern deadline. 3 Eastern. Just put your picks in right now or do it during SmackDown tomorrow night. We'll have fun with that. BeerMe, any last things to say before the weekend?
Nope, just make sure to get your picks in, and good luck, everybody.
There we go. You saved me from rambling. Thanks again, BeerMe. Thanks again, everybody. We'll see you this weekend. Have a good night.